Hello everybody, it's Niklas and welcome to this new video on Framer, and in this video we are going to see how to make text responsive. You can subscribe to these YouTube channels if you like the content. First link on the description, the complete course Framer is available. So if you want to learn this software starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. Different hours of training content to perfectly master Framers, to create conception for website and conceptions for mobile application. So it is on the first link on the description, the complete course. In the second link on the description, you will see the website in link with these YouTube channels. In this YouTube channel, you can discover software, have basics of this software, discover a lot of graphic software. And in second link on the description, it is a summary of all the graphic courses available. You can pick a course and learn any graphic software. So we are going to start with the responsive text. So how we are going to do? The first thing that I'm going to do, it is to create a content. So I will select the text tool here and I will just type title content as a base, and I will increase a little bit the size and I will place my element just here. The second thing that I'm going to do, it is to select the text tool again, and we will add something, and I will type this is description about to work and learn how to create text and how to make this text responsive. And for this we will use different features. So let's just create something like this. I will reduce a little bit and I will place this on this area. Maybe we can put for this just here, and we will use these different features. So I will put my description just on this area. So after to do this type of work, I have the title content and I have this one as well. The first thing that I'm going to do, it is to create a stack. So I will select this first text tools. We can go on the layer panels, we can see the first element of text and shift the second element of text, and I will go right click and I will convert to a stack or Ctrl+8 enter. So now I have a stack and I will create my section. I can define the space between my two elements with this value. This is a gap value. If I go on the right, I have the layout and I have the direction. We are going to work with vertical, adding center and a gap of 42 in this example. And if I continue, I can see the style and we'll switch the color. So I will define color maybe on the backgrounds, just like this. Let's add some little bit blue color. And I want to add a padding. To add a padding, I need first to convert this tag with a wide to fit content, just like that. But and after I can adjust, for example, the padding on the top. In this case, I'm not going to use fit content. We are going to stay on fix, and I will just use this one. I will just adjust, yes, the 8 on fit, and on the 8 I can add a gap just on this area, and I will add a gap like 60 on the top and on the bottom 60. And now something that I will do, I will click on desktop here and I will go right click and I will click on desktop here, I will go on the right, and on the 8 option I will select fit content. Now I will add my breakpoint, a first breakpoint for tablet, just like that, and a second breakpoint for phone, just like this. So now let's see how to work with responsive text. So concretely, let's see the first process. So the first process was to select, for example, a text and to create a style. So the first process was to select the text, and here you can create a style. You can create a new style. You can select, for example, heading 1, and I could convert for example, style title, for example, style title, just like this. And after, you can go to edit the style on this area, and the first possibility, it was the old way to process. After I'm going to show you the new way, was to change and to add a breakpoint here. And for example, when we work on 1200 wide, we can define a size, like for example here it's 60. And when we switch for medium size, so it means 810, we can adjust the size, as you can see. Maybe I can put 50. And when I'm going to switch for small size corresponding to the font, I can select the size as well. And I can do the same thing for the content. So it means I can select this and I can go on the right and I will define a size, a style. I will create a new style, maybe the heading number 2. I will double click and I will create style, for example, content, just like this. And after I go in the edit option, and in the edit option, the first thing that I'm going to do, it is to reduce the paragraph space. So here I can reduce the paragraph space. Let's put, for example, 10. And on this area, it is same. I can add breakpoint. And for the large, I can define a size, like maybe 30. For the tablet, I can define a size. I will reduce maybe with 20, so 30 here. For the medium, I will define maybe 24. And for the font, so if I switch to small here, I will define maybe 20. And that's it. So it was the first way to process. So if I click here, I could create something responsive using this process, just like that. But it's not definitely the best things that you can use. So it was the first process, but not the best thing. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove, I will click here, and I will remove the style, and I will click here, I will remove the style always. If I go in the assets panels, I can go in the style panels, and in the style panels, if I click on this area, I will just remove this style with delete, and I will remove this style with delete. At the same time, I will select title content here, I will define 60. On this one, I will come back with the same size, so it means 60. And on this area, I will come back with 60 as well. And if I select this text content, I have a value of 30. So this one, I will put a value of 30. And this one, I will put a value of maybe 30 as well. So now let's see the new process. So the new process concretely is you select, here we are on the desktop, you select your text. And after to select your text, when you go on the right, on the option of your text, you can see the size with the unit pixels. And you need to change to rem. So rem, what is this? It is a value, a unit converted your pixels to rem, and after that you will be adjust with your artboard. I will show you after. So first convert to rem. If I click here, it is same. I will convert pixels to rem. But after you are going to ask to me, but what is the interest? Because yes, it's great. I switch to rem, and if I click here, I can maybe change the size. It's okay, but finally it's not going to change a lot in comparison of pixels. The difference is now for all your content on each artboard, so it means on the desktop artboard with this wide, what you can see when you switch for rem, you can switch typography base. And if you don't switch for rem, you won't be able to edit this value. And you need to convert all your text element to rem to be able to edit this value. And now why it is useful? Because you can adjust, depending of your rem value, you can adjust the base. So here, for example, I can change the size and I can say maybe for the first, I can put 18. So I have 18 now for the desktop, the tablet, and the phone. Now I will select the tablet here. I will go on typography, and now I can change the base. So concretely, I can go on the base and I can reduce. For all the elements where I select rem, I can reduce the base. And this is really powerful because I can adjust maybe with 16 here, or maybe I can reduce with 14. And now I will select the font, and on the font I have now typography with base as well, and I can reduce this one, and I can select maybe something like 10, just like that. And if I want more, I can do more. And now if I go on this area, as you can see, I have some perfectly responsive text, and I didn't use the style. and I can do something like this, as you can see. If it's not enough at the end, I can switch this one, but you can add also more breakpoint. Here I just show you the basics with 3 breakpoint, but you can add more breakpoint as well. So maybe I can reduce the last one with 8, something like this. And it's important to select your element and to switch your text to rem, because if you don't switch to rem, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So this is the powerful things that we can use. So each element of text, you can convert the size to rem, and after, when you go to your artboards with a wide, here for example it's a breakpoint 1200, you can adjust with the base value just like this. So you can just adjust your content with a base value, and you can adjust after at any moment. And here it is same, I put 14, and here I put 8. And now if I go in this area, I will have something responsive. So for example, this is the desktop, and we will switch to the tablet, and we will switch to the phone just like this. So as you can see, it's something extremely useful. So I show you the old process, and I show you the new process. And this is the new process to use. It is definitely the best to create responsive text. So that's it. We are going to stop here for this video. If you like, subscribe to this YouTube channels. First link on the description, the complete course Framer is available. If you want to learn Framer, starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see model, session of the course. We see all the software in detail from scratch, how you can create frame, how you can create text, add images, work with the rectangles, the circles, how you can create a path, work with the different shapes as well. We see also how to work with layers, how to work with pages, how to work with colors, gradient, effects, master the stacks, and create different type of block like this. The aim is to be able to create your own conception for mobile application, on your own conception for website. So first link on the description, complete course Framer. Second link on the description, the website ending with these YouTube channels. You can learn software in these YouTube channels. And second link on the description, it is a summary of all the graphic courses available. You can pick a course and learn any graphic software. For next video on this channel, see you. Ciao, ciao.